Welcome back to day 12 of reading the entire Bible this year. This is the recap. The forwardings are on YouTube. And today we go over Mark chapters 13 and 14. In chapter 13, Jesus foretells the destruction of the temple. And this actually does happen in 70 AD, which is about 30 to 40 years after his resurrection. The disciples then ask about a sign for end times. Jesus says, "Many will come in my name, saying, 'I am he,' and they will lead many astray. And when you hear of wars and rumors of wars, do not be alarmed. This must take place, but the end is not yet. For nation will rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places. There will be famines. This is but the beginning of the sufferings." Continuing on, he foretells the persecution of people who preach the word. "But take heed to yourself, for they will deliver you up to councils, and you will be beaten in synagogues, and you will stand before governors and kings for my sake, to bear testimony before them. And the gospel must first be preached to all nations. And brother will deliver up brother to death, and the father his child, and children rise against parents and have them put to death. And you will be hated for my name's sake, but he who endures to the end will be saved." He then talks more about end times, saying, "For in those days there will be such tribulation as has not been from the beginning of the creation which God created until now. And if then anyone says to you, 'Look, here is the Christ,' or 'Look, there he is,' do not believe it. False Christs and false prophets will arise and show signs and wonders to lead astray, if possible, the elect. But take heed, I have told you all things beforehand." Then he talks about how he will come again. "They will see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with great power and glory. And then he will send out angels and gather his elect from the four winds, from the ends of the earth to the ends of heaven." He then talks about the necessity for watchfulness. "But of that day or that hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. Take heed, watch and pray, for you do not know when the time will come." And that leads us to chapter 14, where the chief priests and scribes started the plot to arrest and kill Jesus. And in the house of Simon the leper in Bethany, Jesus was anointed with expensive oils. Then Judas Iscariot agreed to betray Jesus for money. And when the evening came, the 12 came together for Passover, and Jesus told the disciples that one of them would betray him. 22 through 24. "And as they were eating, he took bread and blessed and broke it and gave it to them and said, 'Take, this is my body.' And he took a chalice, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, and they drank of it. And he said to them, 'This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many.' And when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. And Jesus said to them, 'You will all fall away, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered.' And Peter says that everyone else will, but I won't. And Jesus said to him, 'This very night before the cock crows twice, you will deny me 3 times. Then Peter, James, and John went to a place called Gethsemane for Jesus to pray. It was late, and he told his disciples to stay up with him to fight temptation and pray. And he prayed, saying, 'Abba, Father, all things are possible to you. Remove this chalice from me, yet not what I will, but what you will.' But every time Jesus came back, his disciples fell asleep, and on the 3rd time he said, 'It is enough. The hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners.' Then Judas came with a crowd, and they had swords and clubs. They grabbed Jesus and brought him before the council. Peter watched from a distance as the chief priests gave false testimony against Jesus. Jesus stayed silent until the high priest asked, 'Are you the Christ, the Son of the Blessed?' And Jesus said, 'I am, and you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of power.' Peter then denied Jesus several times in the courtyard, and on the 3rd time the cock crowed just as Jesus said it would happen. And this concludes the reading for the day. I'll see y'all tomorrow.